Hey, folks. Good afternoon. If you are on the East Coast, well, I think it's afternoon now anywhere in the United States. So, most of you guys are here from the title, right? We want to know how we can help Summer. How can we help Summer? It's time for justice for Summer, right? So, we are going to start being proactive. Many of you know, hey guys. So, let me just go through. I think everybody's just saying hey. Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to ignore the hate. We're no longer giving the platform for Summer to these people that want to piss all over her name and do damage. Try to distract from her name and justice for her for whatever reason they deem that she doesn't deserve justice. That these pigs called parents deserve more than their daughter. Let's not forget. Summer saved her brothers because the state of Tennessee wasn't going to do it for them. They failed these kids. Child Protective Services failed these kids. We're fighting for Summer Wells. The only victim is Summer Wells and her brothers. Don Wells and Candace Harrer are not the victims. They are criminals. They don't deserve to have another crack pipe hit, another beer run. They don't deserve that. They deserve to be sleeping in a cell on concrete like they did their daughter Summer. They deserve to have roaches and mites crawl all over them like they did their kids. That's what they deserve. That's what they deserve. There are people in prison right now that don't get to see their children, that would love to see their children. I just give them 1 month in there with the people in prison knowing what they did to their own daughter. Gloves are off, folks. Gloves are off. Yes, I did hear about the TBI statement. Yes, I did. And actually, let's go ahead. We're going to have a discussion about that. And I'm going to tell you guys, we're going to wait for a few more people to come in. But I'm going to tell each and every one of you here, if you really are here to help Summer, I'm going to give you some steps to help her. Okay? It's going to be an email. Actually, it's going to be a mailing campaign. It's going to cost you about $1.10. It's going to be 2 mailings. 2. And I need each one of you guys to help with that. And I hope you guys are up for the task. I hope you're up for the task. These animals called parents deserves just desserts, but we can only get one right now. We can only get one. And I'm going to tell you how. Give me a few moments. We're going to get that TBI broadcast up here. You're just going to have to give me a minute or two to find the link. There it is. Ay. Hope it's the right one. Get it up. It's not. So we're going to have to do, let me find out what the name of it is. Let me just see. Okay, so this is from Tiffany Marie. Let's just go to YouTube and we'll get Tiffany Marie. Hi, guys. Hello. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. We are going to go. I'm stealing Tiffany Marie. I love you. But I'm stealing your broadcast from earlier today. I hope you don't mind. I'm not even a subscriber to you. I just subscribed to you. I'm so sorry. I'm horrible, aren't I? I also want to tell you guys, it's awfully funny because, people say we don't do anything. But you know what? We were down there. We got media attention while we were in Tennessee. I guess it's up there, not really down there because I'm in Florida, right? So thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. If you guys like this channel, please like, subscribe, and share. It's very important right now. I need all you summer warriors out there sharing this YouTube and all your chats and everything. I need as many people over here that want to fight for summer as possible. I'm going to wait just a little bit so we can get more people into this channel. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and run a video. It's probably going to have some ads in it. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate all donations. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And then we're going to get right into it. And then we're going to kind of, do a cool down process, see what you guys think about it. Let's brainstorm on it. Let's bring some people on the panel, see what you think about this, this case. We are not dealing with any hate. This time is designated for Summer Wells. If you want hate, you're in the wrong place. We will not give you the platform to do that. This is about Summer Wells. And if you give a damn about a 5-year-old child, you keep the hate at the door. I don't care how you feel about me. I don't care how you feel about the people I work with. We are here to get justice for Summer. We have a way. We have a way. Give me just a second. Okay, it looks like she does not have any advertisements on this, which is good. So I'm going to go ahead and mute my microphone and let this play for you guys. Let me go ahead and take this banner off. Hello, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Let me go ahead and take this banner off. I'll be right back with you guys so you guys can see the full thing here. And I'm muting myself now.
I'm Leslie Earhart with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. 6 months ago, 5-year-old Summer Wells was reported missing from her home on Ben Hill Road in Hawkins County. The case remains unsolved and weighs heavily on those working to find answers.
Today, the investigation remains active and ongoing as TBI agents work alongside the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI to determine what happened to Summer. Investigators have executed numerous search warrants, collecting all potential evidence. We've spoken with anyone and everyone associated with the Wells family, in some cases more than once. This includes neighbors, acquaintances, and those working in the area the day she disappeared. We've used a plane, helicopters, divers, canines, and every resource available to us during search efforts. Despite the countless hours of tireless work, the circumstances surrounding her disappearance remain unclear. At this time, there is no evidence that she was abducted. However, all avenues continue to be explored, including foul play and the very real possibility that she wandered off and became lost in the mountainous and rough terrain surrounding her home. We are asking anyone who saw Summer at any time on Tuesday, June 15th to come forward if they haven't done so already. We appreciate the public's ongoing interest in this case and urge anyone with credible information to call 1-800-TBI-FIND.
All right. So for many of you folks that are just joining, I'm not monitoring the comments really right yet. Thank you guys. If I missed some of you guys that did the super stickers, I do apologize. We thank you for all your love and support and donations. We have a great opportunity, and it's time that we start being proactive. It's time that we go on the offensive, not defensive. That's what the Wells are doing right now. If many of you guys are following my friend Jonathan Lee Riches on Twitter, you know that I was going to be doing a mail campaign. And each and every one of you on here can help me do so. Each and every one of you have an opportunity to help be the voice of Summer Wells. Are you guys up for the challenge? Because if you're up for the challenge, I need 2 letters, and you guys can copy verbatim my letter. And I'm going to add it to the stream now. So if you guys would like to copy it, you can also go back and to my page, you go to this video later and write it verbatim. So this says December 15th, 2021. This is to Honorable J. Todd Ross, Tennessee State Court. It's at 115 Justice Center Drive, Suite 1222, 1222. That's Rogersville, Tennessee, 37857. I'm also including the state prosecutor, which is Kenneth R. Lovell, Lovell, Esquire, at 1568 East Main Street, Rogersville, Tennessee, 37857. This is in re to the state of Tennessee versus Donald Wells, case number 37GS1-2021-CR-1756. This is what it says. Dear Honorable J. Todd Ross and Mr. Kenneth R. Lovell, Esquire, as you know, there is a hearing in the above style cause on February 7th, 2022. The factual information provided in this case, which shall include his past criminal conduct and why Mr. Wells is deemed a danger and a threat to the public. It is your duty to make sure he gets the maximum sentencing under Tennessee law. Mr. Wells has thwarted the law and manipulated the justice system with his lengthy criminal history spreading across multiple states for over 30 years. It is my hope that you realize he is a threat and you do everything in your power to finally bring justice to the community he has tormented since 2018 when he moved to Rogersville. He is a convicted felon with multiple violent offenses in your county, including domestic violence, multiple DUIs, including ones that were never prosecuted, child endangerment, which were never prosecuted, felon in possession of a gun, intoxicated person in possession of a gun, open container, and now a missing daughter, which he very well may know information regarding her whereabouts. This is a very dangerous man. I have reviewed the prior charges and police affidavits in connection with Mr. Wells, and the stuff law enforcement hasn't charged him with is astonishing and a complete failure to this community and has put the welfare of anyone that has come into contact with him in danger. To me, it appears Mr. Wells has been allowed to get away with a lot without being held accountable for his action, which has, in part, led to the disappearance and potential death of his daughter, Summer Wells. You finally have an opportunity to put this dangerous criminal behind bars, and I hope you do just that. He's had 30 years of habitual criminal history, including multiple burglaries, forgeries, dealing in stolen property, drugs, alcohol, repeated violence against persons, and domestically. His 30 years of criminal conduct has spread across multiple states. When is enough enough? This man now has a missing daughter and is a person of interest in her disappearance, and has proven time and time again he is a danger to everyone around him. You have a great opportunity to finally put this man behind bars, and I feel it is in the best interest of the community that this man receives the maximum sentence under the law. Please take this plea seriously and do what you can to protect the innocent residents in your county and do what you should have done years ago. Thank you for your consideration. Sincerely, concerned taxpayer. Remember, I went up there. I paid taxes. I paid taxes for the hotel, taxes for gas, and road taxes. Andrew Griffin. This is what I need you guys to do. This is right here is what everybody in this panel should be doing right now. We have a great opportunity to get one dangerous criminal off the street. It may not be for summer, but having him off the street is better than nothing at all. It's better than nothing at all. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. Maximum sentence, no less. Think about it. If we get 1,000, there's 664 people in this chat. If 64 people in this chat, I'll be happy to text a copy, and I'll be happy to put it. Sorry, I'm doing something here, and I'll be happy to add it so you guys can just cut and paste it or download it and sign it. I will remove Andrew Griffin at the end and let you put your name in. But you guys can do something to help take one criminal off the road that has information to the whereabouts of Summer Wells. We all know it. None of us are being played like a fiddle. Gloves are off, folks. Gloves are off. Gloves are off. This is what I need each and every one of your help with. Think about it. We can really do some good. We can really, really do some good. I don't know if it'll allow me to cut and paste all this and put it in there. I'm going to try and see if it'll let me put this long of I doubt it will, but hell, if we try, guys, cut and paste this and put it in notes and then make it look pretty. I don't know if it'll let me. We'll see. We're about to see. Okay, so let me get up to there. So here we go. I'm gonna cut and paste it in here. Guys, get ready to take it out, and I will find out where it stops. Tormented Rogersville for 2018. Hold on a second. Let me find out where it went to. But it's going to let me do it in pieces. Here's part one. Oh, it put it in several of them. Okay, so you guys are going to have to cut and paste it. Guys are going to have to cut and paste it. So I'm going to do part two. I want everybody to stop writing in the chat so people can cut and paste this out of the chat. I want everyone to stop writing in the chat right now so we can cut and paste this out of the chat. I will put on my community page. Hopefully I can get it there. Got to remember, I don't know much about this. I'm new to this whole YouTube stuff. I ended up doing this YouTube stuff because it was absolutely necessary, not because I'm a clout chaser. So I will put this in the community stuff. I don't know if I can do that right now. Hold on. Let me just go over there and see if I can right now while you guys are sitting here waiting patiently. I just want to tell you, let me remove that. Yes, I got his record, been verified. So let me get this up. I want to tell you that we are here trying to be proactive in this fight for Summer Wells. Obviously, the issues that we're having here is that we feel law enforcement, Child Protective Services, and everybody else have failed these children. They have failed their community. We love law enforcement. I want to make sure that I advocate for law enforcement. We back the blue here at Bullhorn Betty. We back the blue. But you don't get to make mistakes that cost a child their life and then still let these assholes sit around their home smoking dope, getting drunk, and fighting and not be held accountable for anything. We here at Bullhorn Betty do not stand for that. I will tell you, enough's enough. It's ticking me off. Ticking me off. Okay, we're going to put the, I did find the community post. Folks, we are going to go ahead and put that in there now. Does anybody know if Molly Golightly's in here, or is she working? I know she just had it, but every time I see her, I forget to bring her in because I'm all over the place. You know, I'm not as good as she is, and so we're gonna. Okay. We're done with these criminals. We are done with these criminals. It is time that this baby needs justice. This baby needs justice, and she is not getting it. Where the hell does my cursor keep going? It's pissing me off. Give me just a minute, folks. I'm almost done. Please go to my community page. I'll tell you when you can go over there and get this. But anyways, it comes down to 2 letters that we need sent because we need to send one over to the judge. We need to send another over to the prosecuting attorney. We want people from the Tennessee community to make sure that it says Tennessee residents on it. If you're in Rogersville, we want it to say Rogersville residents. Oh, yes. Here, hold on. True crime. Here, I'll post yeah, let's have a chat because I know we've been wanting to collaborate true crimes for a little minute. So yes, please do. Let's come over here and chat. I just dropped the link. Folks, I'm putting the post in right now. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, I did a poll. Let me just go ahead and share my screen real quick. I did a poll. You think Candace Wells, her mother, and Dawn Wells had something to do with Summers Wells' disappearance? Look at that. Look at that. Okay, True Crimes. Just get the link first. Just grab the link. Make sure you have the link. You copy and paste the link. So, folks, we are doing work here. We really are. We're trying hard. We're trying very, very, very hard for this baby girl. Let me edit this post real quick. It's going to say, at the very top, it's going to say justice for Summer Wells. Gloves are off. That's going to be the title at the top. And you know that right there is the letter. Actually, I might as well, just in case people don't know. So letter to, oops, not louder. Letter to prosecutor and judge. I need each one of you. I didn't get emails for either one of these. So unfortunately, we got to go snail mail. But that's okay. It's 2 sheets of paper and your signature. It literally is nothing at all. Mary, no, I did. Or Marie, no, I do not. I was married and married into children, and I had 2 sets of grandchildren, and I have a total of 5 grandchildren that I love very much. I don't get to see them now that the divorce is kind of over because my husband lives with one of his daughters. So our marriage didn't, it was bad. And we lived in separate rooms. We were more friends than, more friends and roommates than we were husband and wife. So it was just time to, but yeah, exactly. Voice for the voiceless. Snail mail is more powerful than emails. I do like the idea of somebody coming in and seeing, yeah, because the 8% is the sympathizers. They're disgusting. I just want to tell you guys, thank you for the love and support. We are really trying hard to be proactive in seeking justice for Summer Wells. Obviously, with TBI, and going over the TBI stuff that you guys just heard. So there's 3 options that they said. So it is abduction, which they said there is no way it could be abduction. They said it right there. We just had TBI on their comments from today, which I know by us web sleuths, us being out there with heels on the ground, and us talking about our protest at TBI. I know that they're getting worried. They decided to come out and say that they are working. We do that every time we go into a community, even when we were in Moab. 2 days later, it took them a little longer, but I see that they had to do a video production and stuff like that. So I understand that. We've only been back for a few days, but I tell you, when we went to Moab, they hadn't received one update in months. We've heard from the people here that they haven't received updates on Summer Wells in months. We go there, we're telling people we're going to be protesting in front of TBI, and guess what? We get a nice, beautiful video explaining everything they've done to seek justice for Summer Wells, which is much appreciated. We appreciate that. We want more. We want more, Tennessee. We want these assholes behind bars. Figure it out. There are so many crimes that Rogersville Sheriff has allowed them to get away with. Hawkins County Sheriff has allowed these people to get away with. It's time to go back and find out what statute of limitations has not run out and charge them with those crimes. It's time to charge these people with past crimes, past criminal activity. There's a statute of limitations for a reason. Gloves are off. Summer Wells' life matters. Enough's enough. Hawkins County, Sheriff Lawson, TBI, we don't mind doing the work, and I'm telling you, there's a hell of a lot more of us than there are of you. It's time for us to start being proactive, folks. I just put into the community portion of my Bullhorn Betty page the letter I need each and every one of you guys to cut, paste, and mail out. There's 2 different letters. It's the same exact letter, so you only need to print out one and make a copy after you sign it. Send one over to the judge and one over to the prosecutor. One over to the judge and one over to the prosecutor. We've had enough. Put this animal behind bars where he belongs, as long as you possibly can. Throw the book at this man. He has not learned his lesson in 30 damn years. If you like what we're doing over here at Bullhorn Betty, please like, share, and subscribe. It's very important. If you're feeling generous, you can either donate through Sticker Apps, which takes 30%, so you are helping with the YouTube platform. However, if you want 100% of your proceeds to go to us and the efforts we're doing, please hit me up on Venmo and Cash App. 100% of your proceeds go to the work that we're doing. But we need help, folks. It's time to take the gloves off. We have watched this circus go on for 6 months. And quite frankly, if he's in jail, if he's sleeping on a concrete floor, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Even if it's for 3 years, that gives them 3 years where he cannot do any more harm. Yes, great idea. Maybe we should start going up the ladder. Maybe it's time, folks. Maybe it's time. Maybe while we're there, we'll reach out to Senator Marsha Blackburn's office. I mean, she's a great person. I've met her before. Well, I haven't met her before. I've seen her on TV. I may have met her at an event or two. I'm not sure. You know, this is a pressure campaign, folks. This is a pressure campaign. We need to get all hands on deck. We need to start thinking outside of the box. This is going to be a major pressure campaign that we can facilitate on the county and on the state. And it's going to take each and every one of you, all hands on deck. Do your part. Do your part. The hard work's done. The letter's written. The letter's written. Do your part. Print it out, sign it, fold it up, put it in an envelope, and fill out an envelope. 2 envelopes. One to the prosecutor, one to the judge. We want our voices heard because we're the only voices fighting for Summer Wells. We will not allow people to cause all these distractions away from Summer Wells. And she never seek justice. A little bit of something's better than a whole lot of nothing. I just want to tell you guys, you know, this is hard work. It's emotional work. You know, our team has been attacked viciously because of the work we've done. Not just this case, but all cases. When we start getting close, we always get attacked. But my team has been attacked viciously. And I keep scratching my head and saying, how can we turn this around so we can refocus on Summer Wells? How can we turn this around so Summer Wells is in the spotlight? So all this noise and distraction go away. This is how we do it. Each of us have an opportunity to truly make a difference. CPS will be coming next, Tink. CPS will be coming next. Right now, they're not my concern because the kids are removed from that home. And I swear to God, if those parents even come close to getting those children back, we will be marching up and down that road. They think Martin Luther King was a big march. Let the Wells even get remotely close to getting those boys back. You will see everybody across this country fly into Rogersville, Tennessee for the biggest march you have ever seen in your ever-loving life. So many of you guys know that, you know, we deal with this. I just met with law enforcement today. I ended up having to give a couple DNA swabs. You know, we deal with a lot of different cases, and we did find some potential evidence in a murder investigation. And, you know, we're changing some protocols on how we deal with, you know, scenes and searching for people and everything like that to help eliminate the need to do DNA swabs. But I did have to give them permission to take my DNA. I'm perfectly fine to give them my DNA. You know, we are here to help the families and the victims of these crimes. If that requires, you know, fingerprints, if that requires DNA, if that requires blood, I don't care. I'll give them whatever I can give them. Yes, gloves are a must. So, and also, you know, we got to always remember that, you know, officers, we were told the area had been thoroughly searched, the, you know, everything was cleared and we could go search. That's what we were told. So naturally, I thought nothing about it. It was almost natural, but you know what? You're right. And we also have to get some stuff because we could have found this could have come to an end days before it did. I think she was found on a Tuesday or a Monday. We could have had her found on a Saturday if we had something as simple as wading boots. If we had something as simple as wading boots, and not wading boots, wading, you know, the wading overalls that kind of come up to your chest, and it's all waterproof. You can literally go into the ocean and never even have to worry about getting a drop of water on you. It's wading gear. We need to get that because we could have found her. You know, they also told me there was a lot of water moccasins back there, but you know what? We put ourselves in danger all the time. Hell, even going up to Tennessee, we thought we were going to be shot. I'm glad we weren't. I'm glad we had a great experience, and I'm glad that the stuff we were hearing online was not anything like what we experienced. Hey, everybody that's just coming in. So we just had a bombshell. As you know, TBI came out with a broadcast basically saying that there's only 3 options that it could be. You know, abduction, her wandering off, and foul play. The abduction has been eliminated. That leaves wandering off and foul play. The reason why we know it's foul play is because they have gone out there and searched over and over and over again. If that poor baby had wandered off, she would be dead right now. They would have found her on top of the ground. They would have found her on top of the ground. They have not found that baby. The parents had something to do with it. TBI already removed the abduction. So now we're looking at 2. Her wandering off and foul play. I believe wholeheartedly, 100%, hands down, wholeheartedly, that however they disposed of Rosie, Candace's sister, is the same manner in which they disposed of Summer Wells, because they already got away with it once. They utilized the same strategy because it's been 10 years and her sister's murder has not been solved. Oh, her disappearance, because they never found a body. It's not murder, right? Who in the world has one connection? And I'm telling you, out of all this, her sister and her daughter, the only 2 connections, the only 2 people associated with both of those cases is Candace Bly and Candace Harrer, mom and daughter. Law enforcement needs to tighten up. There's something you can get them on to put them in jail until you figure this case out. They don't deserve joy. They don't deserve to sit on the top of that mountain smoking crack. They don't deserve getting another drunk in them. They don't deserve to have another freaking laugh. They don't deserve it. These are despicable parents that put their kids through a life of hell. God knows what these children saw in that house. I can tell you one thing they saw. A bunch of bugs, a bunch of roaches, concrete floors, a bunch of drugs, a bunch of fighting, a bunch of abuse. Thank you. Thank you. I can guarantee that. These people do not deserve to be out free, wandering around. There's something law enforcement can do. Something. It's been 6 months. Find something. Go back. What'd you miss? People that are watching this show, if you have any information, I know people don't like dealing with law enforcement. I get it. I really do. I get it. Summer needs you. I'm telling you, law enforcement doesn't give a damn about any criminal activity you are doing or have done. They don't care. They're not going to come after you after this is over with. All they want to do is find Summer. I mean, hell, look at Look, if you don't believe me, look at Don. I mean, he's been able to get away with everything, including murder, probably. Folks, I need your help. I really do. I need your help. I need your help. So I'm going to put this back up there. I'm going to put this letter back up there. I know there's a lot of new people that are coming in to the chat. I do want to tell you, gloves are off. We have an opportunity. Don Wells is going to court on February 7th, 2022. I don't know what time, but it's time to be proactive. It's time to start writing the prosecutor. It's time to start writing the judge. We need a major mail campaign to go out to put a stop to the criminal conduct of one Donald Wells. We have an opportunity to throw him behind bars with maximum sentencing, with all of his priors, his 30 years of criminal activity across multiple states, Florida, Arkansas, Texas, Utah, Tennessee. It's time to put a stop to this animal, and you can help. You can help. And it's not going to cost you anything but 2 pieces of paper, 4 pieces of paper, 2 envelopes, and 2 stamps. 2 envelopes, 4 pieces of paper, and 2 stamps. Can I get your commitment that you guys can help? Can I get your commitment so you guys can help, please? Oh, thank you. Oh, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. She's a wonderful woman. We just had her on the panel over at Molly Golightly's station, and just very a wonderful woman. So happy. Thank you. Thank you very much. We love you. We love your support. You're amazing. Voice for the Voiceless, another amazing person that's on Molly's panel. Her, Angela, and I have learned each other. You know, we've worked with each other now for a few lives. She's a great. Yes. Okay. So the person that ruled out the abduction is TBI. TBI has ruled out abduction. TBI. And yes, they did. Certified. They said it in the third. They acknowledged that there's no possibility of the abduction in the third press conference, and then they just reconfirmed it in this one. So, sorry, there's no abduction. They're keeping it open, but they've said they're not looking at this as an abduction. So you guys can twist those words around to suit your narrative, whatever you'd like to do. When are you guys going to get it through your thick skulls? This child was not abducted. This child did not run off into the woods. When are you guys going to get it? When are you guys going to get it? She wasn't sold to sex trafficking. Candace probably killed her sister. She told her sister she was going to kill her. And her sister disappeared 10 years ago. Candace didn't want a daughter. She abused that child. Multiple people saw it. When are you guys going to get it through your thick skulls? When? Thank you, guys. I saw some other stuff coming in. I'm reading through these comments. I know you guys are there. The reason why I say she didn't wander off, because that was her home. That was her home. She knew where she was at. She knew how to get back home. How many times would she have wandered off? I mean, she wasn't even being parented by her mother. She wasn't being parented by her mother. She probably, God knows, this poor little 5-year-old probably more responsible than her mother, because she had to be. The child lived in filth. That's not what a loving parent does to a child. Loving parent doesn't bathe their child once a week. Gloves are off, folks. Or be a part of the solution, or continue to be part of the problem. Get the hell out of my chat. I'm done. I'm done. Summer Wells needs our help. This is how we can help. This right here is how we can help. I just posted, cut and pasted this letter to the prosecutor and to the judge in my community tab on Bullhorn Betty here on YouTube. I'd like you guys to go over there and cut and paste that onto a Word document or whatever document you have. Print that out. It's 2 pages long. You're going to have to make sure my name's not on the end. You substitute my name with your name. Actually, let me go over to my community chat right now and make sure that that's done. Make sure that's done. I'll make sure that's done right now. I hope I did it. But folks, and it says justice for Summer Wells, gloves are off, letter to prosecutor and judge. That is what you need to have. The letter to prosecutor and judge. It has both addresses there. Yes, I did keep it. It says concerned taxpayer, but you need to make a comma after that, after the concerned taxpayer, and write your name in. It is on the community tab of my YouTube channel. Gloves are off, folks. It's time to be proactive. We can do this. We can do this, folks. We can help Summer. It may not find her, and they may not put them in jail forever, but we can definitely get Don. 30-year criminal across multiple states. He's got a court hearing coming up February 7th, 2022, and we can make a difference. We can fight for Summer. We can bring some semblance of justice to Summer Wells. This is how. This is how. I need you guys all on board with this. We got 1,022 people in this live right now. We can do this, folks. We can do this. Let's do this for Summer. Everybody wants to know how they can help. This is how we help. This right here is how we help. We can do it. Let's do this, folks. Let's get him arrested. Let's get him thrown behind bars. He's a violent, dangerous heathen. A violent, dangerous heathen. Thank you all. I do see Venmo coming through, so I don't have time to look at every one of them yet, but thank you for your love and support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. We are working hard here at Bullhorn Betty. We can help Summer. This is not finding her. We may never find her, guys. God knows what they did with her. We don't even know what they did with hello, Eve.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
Can you
How
hear
are
me?
you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. So I've been talking to Eve here and there. You know, we've been chit-chatting back and forth, talking about collaboration and a bunch of other stuff. And, you know, she's here, and I see her in here and there, but I'm so on my rampages most of the time. I barely read the comments. Then I have to go back for an hour, and it takes me, it just becomes a mess. So how are you feeling? How do you feel about this? This sounds like a great option, doesn't it?
Absolutely. The first thing that you do is go towards the source of the problem, which is law enforcement. Unfortunately, the laziness that I'm seeing is ridiculous. Specifically Tennessee. Hawkins County is a poor county, and I was raised in a poor county in East Texas. And the one thing that I'm noticing is that when it comes to missing persons or missing children, they are the back end of their thoughts. It does not matter to them as much as, you know, arresting people for drugs or whatever. So it feels to me like we need to push for more laws. We need to reform the entire missing children's laws and alerts and stuff like that, because it's just ridiculous that children are the last forethought in people's minds with law enforcement. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's a long game. This is a short game. This is, you know what, I'm just racking my brain about how can we put this despicable human being in jail. And, you know, with the team and everything like that, it was suggested that let's do we've done mail campaigns before.
Yeah, that's great. It's start.
Yeah, it's a start. And the prosecutor getting a plethora of mail, people saying this guy is a criminal and he needs 30 years. I mean, I've got papers. I mean, literally papers upon papers of his criminal activity. I've got, you know, his arrest records.
It's insane.
I mean, Jonathan has been pulling record requests in all the states he's lived. And this right here could fill a freaking 3-inch D-ring folder.
Mm-hmm.
Florida,
And why
Arkansas.
do we not check up on the children? Why are we not checking up on children whose parents are felons or have criminal history? Why
He
aren't we
had a set
checking
of
up on
kids
these
already
babies?
taken away.
And Candace, she's had a history of what? Child abuse?
Absolutely.
I mean, why are we allowing them to have more children who are not protected?
Absolutely. Couldn't
These
agree
things
more.
wouldn't happen. And I want to expose these kinds of people. There are thousands of parents like this in every state. And it's got to stop.
It's got to stop. It's got to stop. And you know what? Another thing I think that's important. I mean, these are the kids. These are the most innocent of innocent that you can have. Why do we not in this day and age? We are in 2021, about to go to 2022. Why do we not have a linked computer system so Tennessee can talk to Texas and in Wisconsin can talk to Tennessee to tell them that, hey, these parents, they're moving into your town. They just changed their driver's license. They've already had all these kids taken away from them already. Please make sure you check on them.
I completely agree. This is 2021, almost 2022. Why are we not talking together? This is ridiculous. There's no reason why each state is not talking to each other on these things. And it's really interesting to me that a lot of times child predators and felons who are that should be on the sexual offender registry are not on the national one, or they're on the national one and not registered with the state. Why are we having these issues?
Absolutely. There are so many things that we need to be doing, that we need to be focusing our effort. This is low-hanging fruit. I need to get this man off the streets. And then we need to start working on Candace Wells, because as soon as he's out of picture, she's going to start crumbling.
Yep.
She's not going to have any funding. She's going to have a drug problem, an alcohol problem, and no money coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And no one to call for help.
And I feel like Grandma Candace is going to try to jump in and save her daughter because she has something to do with this. And so she's going to take Don's place, which is...
Yeah, but none of them have money coming in. None of them. Neither one of them work.
Yep. Except for the trolls and felons and other drug addicts that follow them.
Yeah,
that's
but
their money.
They're going to be running out of money too, because people are going to start seeing them for who they are. I truly believe people can't be that stupid for that long. I truly believe that. Eventually, they're going to realize they're on the wrong side of this. They made a huge mistake and they wasted thousands of dollars to help protect criminals and help feed drugs to them.
Yep. And then we also need to get on Utah Police Department for Kylan and Crystal.
Absolutely. Oh, don't worry. We're going back. You know, I don't know if you know that, but Crystal's cousin Diane and her mom Bev, which Diane calls Aunt Bev, which is Crystal's actual mom, we communicate with them. We communicate with them. We used to communicate with them a little more regular than we are right now, because we had Kathleen Moore, and then right from Kathleen Moore we had Summer Wells. So we're going to be circling back. We're going to finish this up. I'm telling you, this is going to, we've got to get this right, folks, because Marissa and I have discussed, we're going back here one more time. We're going to, we're not going to be nasty to TBI. We are protesting, but we're not going to be nasty with them. We're laying out the facts. We're wanting to embarrass them. We're wanting them to know that we know what the hell is going on, and this is unacceptable. They have got to get off their duffs. They've got to do more. And while they give us a nice, beautiful video, that is not enough. It is not enough. This child is out there. Her body is out there. I'm going to say body because I don't believe this child is alive. And I truly do believe that Candace, the last known person, the violent, vile woman that she is, did something to this child.
And growing up in a poor community, I know my kind when it comes to abuse and neglect, because I've experienced that and I see it. They are no different than anyone else. We've all gone to school with a child like Summer who needed help or went to church with someone whose kids looked dirty, nasty, their teeth weren't taken care of. And on the big picture, yes, I want to help those kids, but Summer is going to be the one to help do that.
Yeah. And we have
And
got
get
to
these
move,
parents
we
off
have
the
got
street.
to move it forward. We have got to not only, work on this letter, but just like you said, we have to start working on getting that state in the right. And if this happened to Summer in the state of Tennessee, how many more? Thank you so much. How many more are just like her?
Thousands.
CPS, you guys better tighten up, because I'm telling you, once we start crawling out in your orifices, you are going to wish to God you had your I's dotted and your T's crossed.
And I think we all appreciate your vigorousness on this. We need someone like you and your team to do this, because I think a lot of people are too scared to push these kinds of things the way that you do. But we need it, because nothing else is getting done.
Yeah. And I have no problem pushing it, because I have constitutional right. I know my rights. I know my rights. And there are some things I am happy to fall on my sword for. I mean, hell, Marissa, she went right up to that out shed just to check it out, just to see. How do we know that somebody didn't move her in there? She wasn't there.
Yeah.
There was anything else. It was just a rinky-dink shed.
I
Large.
think she might have been moved. I really do feel like there was multiple parts in this whole thing, and there was someone involved that owed them a favor and took care of it for them, because that's what they're used to. They're used to getting away with everything.
Mm-hmm. I would think something like this, like I keep racking my brain, like even the worst of the worst. Like I don't, a lot of people don't know I used to be a drug addict myself. It was only for 6 months, but it was enough to break me and put me on Skid Row just about. And, but even the drug addicts, I don't know if somebody would be willing to do this. I mean, like, this is a 5-year-old girl. I don't know who would stick their neck out for this. There may be some despicable people out there, but I don't know who this to me feels like they would have kept this in-house, because it would be one more witness,
Right.
And I think I really do. I just think it's possible. I mean, they may have had somebody that they really trusted. I mean, hell, we don't know. We don't know who's disappeared from here. Maybe somebody that helped them has disappeared, and people are thinking it's in connection with Summer Wells. And in reality, they're gone too, because
it's a rabbit hole, right? But it shouldn't have to be this way. If we had law enforcement and child protective services do the job that they are meant to do, this would not get this far. And it's even beyond that. Why are we not checking up on children who have felons for parents, child abusers for parents, enough? And this right here is going to help get Dawn off the streets.
This right here is going to help get Dawn off the streets. For those that are just tuning in, I know my role just keeps getting larger and larger. We have 1,100 people in this chat right now, in this live. We can be doing something to help Summer. We are executing a major mail campaign to the Honorable J. Todd Ross at Tennessee Court, 115 Justice Center, Suite 122, Rogersville, Tennessee. Kenneth R. Lavelle, Esquire, at 1568 East Main Street, Rogersville, Tennessee. Thank you, fire and medic. I'll get you up in just a second. Thank you. So I have posted this entire letter in the community. I'll show you exactly where I posted it. Hold on. So in the community tab of my YouTube page, there's the letter. The title of it is Justice for Summer Wells. Gloves are off. Letter to prosecutor and judge. It's right here. You can go right there in the community tab on my page and cut and paste this. You'll need 2 copies of this letter. You'll need to sign it. You'll need 2 copies of this letter, because you're going to need to mail one to the judge and one to the state prosecutor prosecuting Dawn Wells' case. He goes to court on February 7th, 2022. It is super important that we levy this massive mail campaign. It's got to be done, folks. Each and every one of you have been asking me how you can do your part. This is how you can do your part. Right here. You have an opportunity to help Summer Wells, to be part of Summer Wells Army. You have an opportunity to do some good with your time. And we are begging you, folks. We are begging you to do your part. It's minimal dollars out of your pocket. It's 4 sheets of paper, 2 envelopes, and 2 postage stamps. That's all it's going to cost you to help Summer. That's all it's going to cost you. We have an opportunity to put Don Wells behind bars. It's not for Summer, not for Summer's crime. But at this point, we don't care as long as he gets behind bars. So tell me about some other things that you are recommending.
I'm going to start a change.org petition to help get these states to fund getting the sex registry linked, as well as the national registry linked. Mm-hmm. It should be automatic. This is not hard. They have the funds. They can do this, and we need to push to get it finalized. And I also want to, make sure that YouTube creators aren't fighting each other, and put away their differences for a minute and focus on missing children. These are our children.
I agree. And that is that's perfectly said too, because, I even went out, many people saw, we've got Olivia, she does our videos and she's a great videographer. She's a great producer. She loves doing documentaries and things like that, short videos and whatnot. And as you see, I was telling a few folks, all petty BS set aside, this is about a 5-year-old girl. And of course, those same folks chose not to put those petty differences aside for a 5-year-old girl. They chose to go up on the top of the mountain, party. It was despicable. It was disgusting. We're out here trying to find Summer Wells, and they think it's a freaking happy hour at the Wells property.
It's really funny to me that these people get away with so much and have. And it's just insane the amount of people that are supporting this. And it kind of makes you think, where is this coming from? Is this the norm? Is this why it's gotten so bad? Because people are allowing that mentality of you just don't mess with other people's kids and lives. I'm sorry. Children need voices, especially when they have these types of parents making them live a life they do. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely. It is despicable, in my opinion, what these kids had to live through and what the state and Hawkins County knew that these kids were living through. I mean, I'm looking at these arrest records alone, the violence, why every time they saw Don Wells behind the wheel of his car, driving out of the driveway, coming back up the driveway, falling on the ground, drunk, why was he not arrested each and every time for DUI? Why?
Corruption runs deep sometimes. Or someone knows somebody that knows somebody's mama, because this is how it is in these small communities, these rural communities, where you protect each other when you're doing the most heinous stuff. Not everywhere, but especially rural areas like
Why did these officers walk in that home and take one good look around? And if their children weren't living like that, why were they not removing these children from that home? That home was disgusting. They poured gasoline on that poor baby to get rid of mites.
They were feeding Summer, when she was an infant, dirty water, oatmeal, and something else. That's horrible. That is child neglect.
It's child endangerment, child abuse, child neglect. The criminal charges can go on. They can go on. And you know something? We need to fight for Summer. It is up to us. Her parents aren't fighting for her. The only way we're going to seek justice for Summer Wells is if we do it ourselves.
And also hold TBI and local law enforcement accountable for their mishaps.
Yeah, and Proud Mama, I think we all need to work together and start brainstorming. I mean, we got 1,100 beautiful minds in this live right now, and I think everybody tonight needs to really think, how can we help? What can we do? That is a great suggestion. That is a great suggestion. And we need to start coming together and implementing some of these things in and start, methodically and strategically getting these things done so something like this never happens in the backwoods of Tennessee ever again.
We need more resources for people like Bullhorn Betty and her team to go out there and fight for these babies.
And it's sad. It's sad that we have to do this, but that's okay. I mean, Marissa, as many of you guys know, is her and her husband are working on a nonprofit. It's Heels on the Ground. We are hoping to get that all off the ground as soon as possible. So we could start getting, grants. We can start getting tax-free donations. We can start really, really getting this together. We have to start fighting for these people, especially the children. Many of you know that I am an advocate to end domestic violence. This is part of the domestic violence dynamic. This right here, this case right here is part of that domestic violence dynamic, right? If there was not domestic violence, talk. Hold on. Let me see. I got to see if this is crap talk or hold on a second. Yes. Yes, I get it. I get it. Thank you. But it's never just about mom and dad beating the crap out of each other. You got to remember that that's psychological abuse on those children. Psychological abuse on those children. Abuse is abuse, whether you beat them or not. But in this case, we found Candace. Candace was stuck with those kids for months on end. Months on end. Don't tell me she was not abusing those kids while she had her drug dealers and her alcohol episodes and that door just swiveling like a freaking, whatever those doors, a Lazy Sue, with men coming in and out of the house. She had no locking door in that house. How many times did those kids walk in on her having sex with another man? All those men going in her house. There was no door on the bathroom. Their junk hanging out in front of all those kids while they sat and took a poop or had a pee on the toilet. Those kids saw that. Roaches crawling all over the place. Probably rats everywhere. The place was a pigsty. It was filth. It was filth, folks. And this is just what we know. This is just what we can prove. How in the hell does TBI not have something to charge these parents with? I'm angry. I'm pissed.
We can do more.
We need a guardian ad litem. You know that? We need a guardian ad litem out there suing the crap out of CPS on behalf of Summer Wells. They need a major civil suit on behalf of Summer Wells.
Yep. That's
that
where you hit
civil
them.
suit needs to go to her brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Every
hit them
penny.
where it hurt. Mm-hmm. I agree 100% with that.
Gloves are off, folks. Gloves are off. I want you guys to all go over to my community tab at Bullhorn Betty YouTube page and take and cut and paste that letter. It's going to cost you 4 sheets of paper, 2 envelopes, and 2 postage stamps. We're sending a major letter campaign, mail campaign out on behalf of Summer Wells. We need to be proactive here, folks. We can be proactive. This is how we can help Summer. We can get Don Wells off the streets. We can put him behind bars. We can do that on February 7th, 2022. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. We need this. We need this. If you guys like this page, please like, subscribe, and share this page right now. Like, subscribe, and share this page. If you like what we're doing, please consider donating. At the banner rolling across is how you can get 100% of your donations to our team. If you guys like the stickers and the stuff with YouTube, that's perfectly fine. I just want to let you know that they take 30% of that funds It does help with their platform. So if you'd like to donate to YouTube as well as our cause, please use those super stickers and super messages in the post. That also helps fund us. So we appreciate any and all donations. But right now, you guys have an ability for those that keep saying, I don't have money to donate, I don't have resources, I can't really help you, I can't, I can share your page, but that's all I can do. This right here, this letter right here is how you can do your part. You can do your part right now. You can help Summer. You can help the community. This is what you can do to help. We want any and all help in getting this mail campaign off the ground. Trust me, the judge will start seeing these things come in. The prosecutor will start seeing these things come in. They are going to know we mean business. There is a whole world out there fighting for Summer Wells, and we need them to hear us. We need our voices to be heard so her voice is heard. This is how we do it right here. This is only one strategy. I'm working with Eve right now. She's giving us a lot of options so this doesn't happen in the future. But this right here is the low-hanging fruit. Let's get this criminal off the streets. This is how we can do it. So
And
Eve,
think about
explain
this,
to the new people that are just coming in some of the stuff that we talked about early on.
Yeah, so we definitely need to push getting Don off the streets for one and having the maximum sentence. We need to get him off the street, not only because he deserves it, but that's to also find Summer Wells. Not only that, it can get Candace separated so that she can start cracking, because we all know that she can't do anything without Don being the front and stage center of this whole thing. And we need to find Summer. This is how we do it. And then we also need to sign a petition that I'm going to start on change.org to get the states and the National Sex Registry all together connected so that mishaps don't happen where one state doesn't know that an offender is actually an offender who might have hurt a child.
Absolutely.
And they were missed. We need to protect our children, expose people in law enforcement who are not doing their job and who are protecting offenders and people that are hurting these missing children. And we don't need to stop. Just keep going. Even after Summer, we keep going.
Yes. But we've got, this is a strategy, and she is absolutely right. Candace has not made, she can't handle it. She can't handle the pressure alone. We have to get Don Wells out of the picture. He's got to go to jail. Thank you. Thank you, Justice. We are Summer Wells Army right here. We have 1,130 people in this group right now. We can all make a difference. We can make a huge difference in getting Don Wells off the streets and behind bars. We need all your help. It's going to cost you 4 sheets of paper, 2 envelopes, and 2 postage stamps. Please do this for Summer. This is huge. This is super important. We need to get him off the streets. We need to get him away from Candace. We need to break Candace down. We've got to find out where Summer is located. We have to bring these people to justice. They will break. They will break. We need to get them to break. This is how we can start.
There's too many coincidences that day to try to get an alibi. The hospital, the watering hole, Hunter, Grandma Candace coming. There's too many things that were so out of character for these people, guys, to create alibis.
Hold on one second. For the ones that are asking, where do we mail them to? If you see right here, oh, let me go over here. You guys can't see me. Right here, there's the judge. Right there. That's the judge's address. This is the prosecutor's address. These are where you guys need to send the 2 envelopes to. They're right there at the top. I want to make sure you guys all know that at the bottom where it says concerned taxpayer, that you do a comma and add your name. We want to make sure that we are, and you guys don't have to copy and paste this letter. I mean, you guys can just use these addresses and handwrite or type out your own passionate letter. Here's his case number right here. So you can use that. You want to put the case number and the style of the cause in there on any writing that you do, so they know exactly what case this is referring to. All the work is right there. So you can cut and paste this letter. You can write your own, but this is where all the information is. I put it all at the very top of this. We're going to execute Operation Mail Pressure. I don't know. We're doing a pressure campaign through the mail. We are going to let the judge and the prosecutor know we are here, we are watching, and we are fighting for Summer Wells. We need to take this animal off the streets. He needs to go behind bars. We need to separate him from Candace, and we need to start having a major pressure campaign on Candace. We need her to break. She's got to break. We need to find Summer. This is how we do it. This is the start. We're not stopping until we get Summer. We're not stopping until we get Summer.
And I'll share this on my page and make sure that this is on my community section so that people can come and see that. I'm also going to go live tonight and let everybody know about this live and to check it out and to please do this, because this is going to be a catalyst beyond Summer, but it starts with Summer.
Yep.
She deserves this.
Her life matters. Her life matters. Her life really, really matters. And I feel like her voice was taken from her when CPS was involved. They should have been removed from that home. Candace had already had one set of children. Let's talk about this. Candace had one set of children already removed from her when she was with Andrew Simon, whatever his name is. And her kids she never tried to ever get her children back, just like she's doing nothing right now to get these boys back. She never even tried to reach out to her children from a prior relationship in over 18 years. This is the kind of woman. She's despicable. We need her to break. We need Dawn Wells to break. Grandis, she's too hard of a thug. That's what she is. She's the Ben Hill shot caller out there. Grandma's not that sweet woman that grandkids love to run. She's not even allowed to be in contact with these kids. She's this despicable woman, just like the rest of them. Just like the rest of them. We can help, folks. We can help. You can help. This is how we start the process right here. This letter to the judge and to the prosecutor. It is on my community page at Bullhorn Betty YouTube. Go there, cut and paste it, or just take the information at the top for the address for the judge, the address for the prosecutor, and the style of the case, and write your own letter. Put your own thoughts into words. This man has been a 30-year criminal across multiple states, and we have an opportunity with this open DUI, let's just talk about the charges he's got here. The charges that he can be, that we want the book thrown at him for is driving under the influence, open container, expired registration, improper lane change, violation of financial support. But he also has the violation of probation in connection with his 10-14-20 case, which was domestic assault, possession of a gun by an intoxicated person, and unlawful carry, possession of a weapon. So we can put him literally behind bars. He can serve his entire sentence for his 10-14-2020 case. He can serve time for his violation of probation, and he can serve time for his DWI in Tennessee with other charges associated. We can get him behind bars for at least a couple years, folks. This is worth your time. 4 sheets of paper, 2 envelopes, and 2 postage stamps, not even having to think about it. You can cut and paste this letter, and you can get this out tomorrow. We can start blowing their mailboxes up in 2 to 3 days.
It'll work. It's worked before.
Yep.
And it'll work for Summer. Everyone, please do this.
This is something that we have to do. You guys have been wondering, you guys have been begging, how can we help? How can we help? How can we help? Here it is. This is how we all can help Summer. It's not bringing her back. It's not finding her, but it's putting somebody that might be responsible for her disappearance and her death behind bars. And not only that, he deserves to be behind bars. 30 years of violent crimes this man has perpetrated upon across 5 to 6 different states. He deserves to finally come to justice. He deserves to be locked away. He deserves to sit there and think about all the stuff he has done. He has had an opportunity to go to rehab. He has had an opportunity to get clean. He's had an opportunity to fight for his boys, to get them back, and they have done squat. They're despicable. They're vile. I mean, we got, recording after recording of him just cussing. He's just a nasty person. He deserves to be behind bars. We need to help put him there. This is how you can help Summer. We are Summer's army. We are her parents. We are the ones fighting for her because her parents never deserved that girl. Her life mattered. We are exposing this. We are peeling back the layers of this onion. And every time I peel it back, I get more angry and more angry. And then I start getting angry at law enforcement. Then I start getting angry at CPS. Then I start getting I just get angry. I get angry about all the failures along the way for these children in that home. And nothing was done. And it took Summer losing her life, because I'm going to say she lost her life. She hasn't been seen or heard of since she was last seen with her mother, Candace Bly. We know Candace Bly's sister disappeared after Candace threatened to kill her. She never came back. And this daughter she never wanted is now gone. So we need help. This is how everyone in here can help. Go to my... sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. These cases in Utah, unfortunately, sexual battery against a child is not a registerable offense. That is insanity to me. So we need to get the maximum sentence possible for 2 reasons. 1, because he deserves it. And 2, because the higher the years that he'll spend in prison, the plea bargaining of Summer might happen too. There might be something that they will work out. You never know. So we need the max amount of time spent in prison for Dawn.
Would you mind? Some people were asking, who you are. This is a gal I met through our activism for, ending domestic violence. And guys, the reason why Summer is on our hit list, I shouldn't say hit list, but our list, we hit these cases. So that's why I say it, is because this is domestic violence related, and it's just spiraled into something else that I need to get involved with. And that is advocacy for children, abused children. But this all still keeps coming back to domestic violence. This is a domestic violence situation. This child is gone. TBI has ruled out abduction. They have only stated that what we got looking at now is that she wandered off, which with all those search teams and all those dogs, they would have found her. She wouldn't have been buried underground. She would have been on top of the ground. If something happened to her at this point, she would be expired. They would have found her. They have not found her. That leaves only one other option, and that's foul play. Foul play.
And a little bit about me. Sorry, I didn't even think about doing that or saying anything about that. So I am an activist for missing children, missing women, because those 2 missing persons cases are usually the most ignored, especially of color. When there's women and missing children of color, they are so overlooked and disregarded. I think that we can all agree on that. And that I want to be the activist and the voice for them. So I'm a new channel. And what I want to do is get people thinking about how we can find these missing persons, or how we can push legislation to get that for justice for them. We need that, especially children. And so that's what I'm going to do.
And many don't know that I was just out sorry, I had to change this. I want to find her channel so I can stick that up. There she is. I'm going to put that in the comments section so everybody can go over there and subscribe. But many of you guys know I was just out at Kathleen Moore. This is a young Black woman that was murdered at the hands of her white on again, off again boyfriend from he was her boyfriend for over the last 5 years. His parents didn't even know about her. Apparently, she's been pregnant a couple times with his kid and has miscarried, probably from the abuse in the house. And I got to say, the night and day difference from standing in front of Gabby Petito's house and standing in front of Colin Knapp's house was despicable. There was literally no media. I had to get out there on my phone. I had to tag all these news organizations in and just start blasting them like, you guys can stand out in front of Gabby Petito's house. No new information, but we can't even get one news reporter out here to cover this case. You know, I even went as far as calling the news reporters racist, anything that would provoke them to get their asses out there to cover the case. We were able to at least get WFLA and Bay News 9, which are local news organizations here in the Tampa Bay area. We did finally were able to get them out of there. You know what makes me more angry than anything is how full the press conference room was after they found the perpetrator of the crime. After they found, they didn't help, they didn't aid. I just met with the law enforcement detectives this morning. I had to give them a DNA swab because I may have put my hands on a piece of evidence because we were out looking for her. We were the only ones. Jonathan Riches and myself were out looking for her. We knew she was dead. We were just trying to find her. Just like we know the grim reality of Summer Wells. We just want to find her. We need a pressure campaign. We need a mail campaign. You folks have been asking and begging, how can you help? Go to my community tab on my YouTube page, cut and paste that letter, get it mailed out, 4 sheets of paper, 2 envelopes, and 2 stamps. That's all you need to do. If you would like to write your own heartfelt letter to the judge and to the prosecutor, you have the addresses, the judge, the prosecutor, and the style of the case right there, and you can write the rest of the letter yourself. You do not have to cut and paste this letter if you choose not to. If you want to write your own heartfelt letter, do it. I beg you, please. We need your help. Summer needs your help. Summer's brothers need your help. I can tell you the Rogersville community at large needs your help. This man is a danger to that community. We have an opportunity because he's got an open case that he's going before the judge on February 7th. We have an opportunity to put this man behind bars for a few years while they continue their investigation in Summer. We have got to get him away from Candace Wells. We have got to then break Candace down. We want to know where Summer is. This is how we can help.
What did Don say? I got 7 alibis. You're going down.
Yeah, he said, I got 7 alibis. You have none. You're going down. That's what he told Candace. Do you explain to me what man that has done nothing wrong, that is, because to me, you only need 1 alibi, right? You only need the truth. That's the only alibi you need. How did you come up with 7? How do you have 7? That means 6 of them are lies.
It's just, they're a different breed, okay? And Summer deserves justice, and those boys do too, because they lost a sister.
Yeah.
And that's not okay.
Yep. Innocent people only need 1 alibi. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's all they need.
Well, thank you for letting me come on here. And
I appreciate it. It's been great. I'd like to do this again sometime. You know,
Absolutely.
I hate having to meet on such, horrible circumstances, but that's the only way we're going to meet, right? I mean, that's what we do. This kind of work is what we do. And we are going to keep moving forward. We're going to keep fighting for Summer, but we have an opportunity to do a major mail campaign. I hope you, cut and paste this and put this on your own,
Will do.
community tab. And, please share it. We can all collaborate. All of us true crime folks can collaborate and really get something done here. This is an opportunity we've been waiting for. The team has brainstormed. This is a avenue that we came up with as a low hanging fruit. There's still so much work to be done. Just like Eve said, she gave you a laundry list of, the steps that we need to take so this doesn't happen again, but that's going to take a long time to do. This is something we can do here. This is something we can do now. And this is something that can make a difference here and now. So Eve, thank you so much. God bless you. Keep fighting for the voices and, keep fighting for the victims.
Thank you so much. And everyone, put a purple heart in the chat, please, to show Summer that we're fighting for her and that we appreciate Bullhorn Betty and everyone involved to get Summer justice and Dawn off the streets. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Yep. We're done. We are no longer providing the platform for drama. These are, Summer deserves better from us. Sometimes it's hard. I get drug in it. Thank you. You guys are turning my page, the chat purple. It's a beautiful sight. It almost makes me want to cry. Summer deserves so much better. She deserved so much better. Her life does truly matter. And we have to thank her because she most likely gave the ultimate sacrifice, but she was able to save her brothers. And it took this, I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying it. It took this to save them, to save her brothers. And we want to make sure that she is always remembered as a hero. We just truly love Summer and what she represents. We want to make sure that this never happens to another child. We want to make sure that we put in laws and fight for responsible legislation to end child abuse, to end domestic violence. We have a lot of work to do in Tennessee, clearly. CPS has got to do better. They just have to do better. That house, anytime you ever go into a house that looks like that, it's time to remove the children. When you know a parent's on drugs and alcohol, it's time to remove the children. You can't just let it go. You can't give them time to do this and do that. It's one shot and done. They're out. Then the parent has to do the legwork to get them back. It's just, this is sad. It was preventable. This should have never happened. But yet here we are. So again, folks, for those that are, visiting here, I'm going to cut it. I just wanted to get in here today to tell you what we were working on and to ask you guys for some major help. We need help to implement a mail campaign of this size to really make an impression to the judge as well as the prosecutor. Go to my community tab on my YouTube page, Bullhorn Betty. This is a cut and paste. You can either just write your own letter. There's the addresses to both the judge as well as the prosecutor. This is the style of the case. And again, if you want to write your own heartfelt letter to the judge and the prosecutor, I behoove you to do that, to take the time to do that. But if you want to cut and paste this letter, it's here. It's written all out for you. All you have to do is add your name at the bottom and sign. It's 2 pieces of paper for each. So it'd be a total of 4 sheets of paper, 2 envelopes, and 2 postage stamps. And that's how you can make a difference for Summer Wells. I want to tell you guys, I think you're beautiful people. You're amazing. I wouldn't be able to be here and do all that I'm doing without each and every one of your support. You guys give support in many different ways. Some gives financial support. Some give, lead support, like sending us leads, sharing us. It's a lot of work that goes into something like this. It's a lot of work that goes into building a channel like this in such a short amount of time. And you guys have been amazing. All your support is so welcomed. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. For those that can support us financially, you can use the stickers or you can go down to the bottom of the page. 100% of Venmo and Cash App goes to our team and goes to helping us with our work. We are going back to Tennessee, folks. I just want to let you know, we are going back. Thank you. Thank you. We are going back to Tennessee, folks. And we're going back January 6th to January, I think, 11th. We're going to be leaving the 6th and coming back the 12th. We will be in front of TBI. We're going to be protesting on behalf of Summer Wells. This is not a nasty protest. This is a protest that we lay down the facts. We lay down how despicable these people are, and we demand them to do something about it. There is something that can be done, and we are going to fight for Summer. We are going to fight for her hard. This is one step to do that. I thank each and every one of you. You guys have been a miracle, a blessing, and we have got to fight for Summer Wells. This is all about Summer Wells, folks. Please go over to my community tab on Bullhorn Betty YouTube and cut and paste this letter. Again, 4 sheets of paper, 2 envelopes, and 2 postage stamps. God bless each and every one of you. Let's go and make Summer proud. This is Summer's Army. Summer's life mattered, and we are going to continue our fight for justice for Summer Wells.